The recent release of Wakanda Forever has given us a heartfelt love letter in remembrance of the late Chadwick Boseman, who was so tragically lost in August of 2020. In this film, each of the actors, crew members, and talented individuals working on the project gave it their absolute all, and their passion was felt across the world. While the people of Wakanda will be mourning the loss of their king, we here in the real world are still reeling from the loss of the incredibly talented thespian, and these brilliant actors are no exception. While numerous breakdowns, Easter egg analysis, and lore videos are bound to pop up over the next few days regarding the film, and rest assured we will cover that as well, we decided to do something a little different to honor the King of Wakanda. So stick with us, watchers of the Marvel Multiverse, as we take you through the life of Chadwick Boseman, how he got started in his acting career, some of his greatest accomplishments, most heartfelt moments of generosity, and the mark he left on this world. And let's take today to celebrate this real-life and on-screen superhero in honor of the legacy that Chadwick Boseman left behind. Chadwick Aaron Boseman was born in South Carolina on November 29, 1976, and started his acting career by attending Howard University in Washington, D.C., where the future star would first begin his illustrious journey as a cultural icon and eventual superhero. Here, he graduated with a Bachelor's of Fine Arts in Directing, and while attending college, Chadwick was accepted to participate in the prestigious Midsummer program held by the British America Drama Academy at Oxford. This once-in-a-lifetime opportunity would prove to be instrumental in shaping Chadwick's life. But strangely, the tuition, having seemed daunting to the young star, was privately covered by a mysterious benefactor who paid the expenses in full and allowed the future Black Panther star to attend the program that would kickstart a decades-long career. As one of the most prestigious acting programs in the world, this gave the young star many of the skills and chops he would use to break into the Hollywood landscape, and granted him the opportunity to grow into a household name. Himself and 8 other Howard students were paid for by the incredible generosity of none other than Denzel Washington, who allowed the actor to begin a career that would touch the lives and hearts of millions.
Seed of hope, a bud of faith. There is no Black Panther without Denzel Washington.
Something Chadwick himself would not come to find out for years afterwards. When he was finally able to thank Denzel for the generosity, he was in the midst of collecting an award for his portrayal of T'Challa, presented by the American Film Institute. As many actors do, he got his start on the stage, performing in shows such as Breathe, Romeo and Juliet, Bootleg Blues, and Zoom In, going so far as winning an Audelco Award for his performance as EJ in the production of Urban Transition's Loose Blossom in 2002, before going on to direct some projects of his own, including a short film by the title of Blood Over a Broken Pond. Chadwick made his on-screen debut in small guest roles in shows like Third Watch and CSI New York, and the acclaimed soap opera All My Children. Eventually, he graduated to a recurring role in the ABC drama Lincoln Heights, where he portrayed Nathaniel Ray throughout the duration of the final 2 seasons. And this supporting role, as well as multiple subsequent appearances, act as a foot in the door for his career, helping him to finally get his own leading roles in the very near future. After being promoted to prevalent film roles in movies like The Express and The Kill Hole, he secured the role of legendary baseball icon Jackie Robinson in the movie 42, a heartfelt story of the first African-American baseball player to make it into the major leagues, overcoming racial barriers and numerous societal hurdles in making a name for himself in the top baseball league in the world. He viewed this particular role as more than simply a part, but took pride in being a symbol and viewed the part as an immense honor, going on to say, quote, "It's just a huge responsibility. I wake up every morning, been working and prepping on it, and I'm having the time of my life playing baseball, studying footage. It's the opportunity of a lifetime to just do what I love," end quote.
When it's an icon, you can get ahead of it and not play them like they're a human being. And so just giving myself the permission, even though he's an icon, to make him have flaws or to make him have, there's some scenes with Wendell Smith where you feel like, he's not a nice guy, he's not a nice guy at all. And I didn't feel right at a certain point about playing this person that we're going to revere that way.
Perhaps his most iconic performance, however, is that of King T'Challa, the prince and eventual king of Wakanda, the Black Panther of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, whom we have all known and loved since his debut in 2016's Captain America Civil War. But where this icon had the honor of portraying a superhero on the silver screen, he was also a hero to many in our very own real world. In September of 2018, less than a year after the release of the critical acclaim of his own solo MCU project Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman paid a visit to a young child by the name of Hayden Maggart. Hayden, at 13 years old, was battling a form of cancer known as neuroblastoma, and unbeknownst to him, he was about to receive the gift of meeting one of his greatest personal heroes. The avid Marvel fan finally got to meet his idol, who quite notably dressed humbly in nothing more than a simple gray sweatshirt. The two talked for hours, Boseman wearing his iconic ear-to-ear grin the entire time as he told the young boy stories about the Black Panther, his experiences with the various Avengers, and stories from the sets of his projects. They simply sat and talked the day away to the utter delight of both of them, and when Boseman finally stood to leave, he turned to Hayden and asked him if there was anything he could do to make this already incredible day even better. Hayden simply asked if he could tell some of the Avengers he said hello. But Chadwick, being the generous soul that he was, not only specifically asked Hayden for his favorites, but took to Twitter just minutes later, tagging actors Chris Hemsworth and Tom Holland for all the world to see, all while Chadwick, in secret, was fighting a very similar battle of his own. The star, much like Hayden, was battling cancer as well, but that didn't stop the hero from doing the very best that he could, going on to film Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, along with his acclaimed crime drama 21 Bridges, under the direction of the Russo brothers, where he played an NYPD detective on the hunt for two cop killers. Shortly after, he also starred in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, where he played trumpeter Levy Green, a role which garnered him not only a posthumous Golden Globe Award, but an SAG and Critical Choice Award along with an Oscar nomination. It was only after his passing that much of the world learned the true story, that the Black Panther star had been diagnosed as far back as 2016 with stage 3 colon cancer, which later evolved into stage 4. And on August 28, 2020, the cancer claimed the life of the 42-year-old movie star. Boseman in his career battled through cancer for 4 years while continuing to bring us his most iconic performances and become an inspiration to all. But during his intense career, he also secretly engaged and married his longtime girlfriend Taylor Simone Ledward in 2019, marrying in private, also unknown to the outside world. Throughout his years of battle, he continued to brave the Hollywood landscape, making changes both big and small for those around him. But perhaps the most endearing aspect of his legacy is that among his battles and his struggles, he continued to embrace life with an ear-to-ear grin, which has long since become synonymous with the actor and his legacy. But anyway, my friends, where did you first see Chadwick Boseman on screen? Did you first meet him in Civil War like many of us likely did? Or were you aware of him from previous roles such as Jackie Robinson in 42? What is your favorite Chadwick Boseman performance and memory? Thank you for taking the time to watch our video, and we hope that you are having a great day.